So iOS 18.4 Beta 3 was released about 4 days ago at this point, and we have a couple of takeaways. There's the good and the bad, as there is with most of these betas, with a lot of it still being good. However, I want to jump right into this and tell you about some of the issues we have been experiencing with Beta 3. So, one of these has actually remained prevalent now for quite a few beta cycles, and that is the dropped frame rates. When we've been kind of jumping around and going around looking at different web pages or just toggling between different apps, there has been an issue consistently where we have gotten a ton of dropped frame rates. Not sure really why that is. However, it is intermittent, and obviously it's a beta for a reason. But this is one long-standing issue that we've been experiencing on this beta. There's been some glitchiness, and obviously the camera's not going to catch it because of how the refresh goes, but that is one of our issues that we have been experiencing that hopefully will get resolved in the near future. Beyond that, we have had some issues in Mail where it was not necessarily reflecting the accurate unread count at the bottom. This is not a big deal. However, if you're somebody like us that just glances at their home screen and doesn't see any new notification icons, I don't usually go into it and look, but that has been happening regularly where we have not gotten all of that. And this seems to be relatable on macOS in the latest beta as well, because it is still not showing the unread notification count there either. This one is less of a big deal, but just something I want to call out also. With this latest beta, if you turned off Apple Intelligence, it automatically re-added it to be active and turned it on. Not a huge deal, but somewhat surprising considering all the issues and roadblocks that Apple Intelligence has had, especially with the personalized Siri and Apple officially delaying this rollout indefinitely. Very weird that they'd automatically want to promote this, but that is something else here that I'm not quite sure about, but it is something to be aware of. If you're not a fan of, you might want to go ahead and turn that back off as well. Also now, this is not necessarily a new issue with 18.4 Beta 3, but something I just want to make aware for you guys. The storage here in iOS is now taking up almost 19 gigabytes. Out of, if you got a base 128 storage, that's a huge percent of storage going to iOS, with Apple Intelligence itself taking up almost 7 gigs of data. So if you are interested in Apple Intelligence, that is something to keep in mind. It does eat up memory quite substantially. Now, the other weird item that we've been getting, and again, it's been inconsistent, but when you go to pull down on your notifications, our notifications from time to time have been kind of bouncing around, and it's looking very fluid now. It's not doing it, but what would happen is if you go to unlock your phone or pull down the notification shade and see this, unfortunately, you will actually see these kind of bouncing up and down quite a bit, and you're almost chasing it down trying to select. Somewhat weird. Let's test and see if we can get it to happen now again. It looks like it's doing okay at the moment, but it was just a weird call out and weird bug that is currently in iOS. Let's check again, and it's working okay right now. Now, like I said, not everything is doom and gloom. Those are the worst cases of the issues we've been experiencing. Some of the positives, though, have actually been battery life. So, battery life on this beta has been substantially better than what we've experienced recently. So, very nice to see here. It is definitely good from a beta standpoint. One other thing I do want to call out too is battery health. With now 178 full charges, we are still at max capacity. So whatever Apple has done now, 6 months into iPhone 16 series being released, this has not killed battery health as it has in the past. Definitely good to see. Still at 100% max capacity with the new release iPhones coming in about 6 months time. I will take this all day, every day. One other thing I want to call out too is Wi-Fi connection and cellular connections have been awesome here as well. Everything has stuck and maintained a strong signal, and the issue that was actually resolved in iOS 18.3.2 is in here. So if you left a known Wi-Fi network and came back, it will actually reconnect. No worries here, rather than having to manually go into the control center and make sure you toggle it on or off, or even have to restart your phone sometimes to get that. And one other thing that you'll realize really right when you start using Beta 3 it is much more fluid and polished. It actually feels like an OS that is almost ready to be shipped. Now, we know it is not quite ready yet. This does still have only an F build. If we go into general and about, you can see that it is still an F build at the end, which means we can probably expect another 2 betas and an RC still to come. Which brings us to our next point, and that is our release schedule. Obviously, we seem to be now on a weekly release, so we should get another update on the 17th here, which is next Monday. And then possibly even a 5th beta on the 24th, and the RC on the 31st, with the public release going live early April, like Apple always said, on the 7th. So, obviously, a couple different items here to talk about. Let us know your experience if you have downloaded Beta 3 for iOS 18.4 and what your feedback is in regards to it. Also, just kind of throwing this out there just because it still amazes us, we do have 2 print mock-ups of the schematics for the new iPhone 17 Air. Did a whole video on this comparing them, but look just how thin these are allegedly going to be. 5.5 millimeters thick, 9.5 including the camera hump. This could be really awesome. Anyways, not here nor there, just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek on that. Thanks for watching, thumbs up this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.